They call me Ares' heir, the hero of Mars. After the Institute, I wore victory like a second skin, Nero or Augustus' favorite, the Reaper risen to Primus of his house. I thought the hardest part was over. I was wrong. In the Academy's war rooms, on a man of war riding the edge of an asteroid field, I learned how quickly a legend can fall. One moment I'm spearheading a formation, every command crisp. The next, impact. A destroyer breaks free of a hollowed rock and rams us midship. Hull screams. Atmosphere rips away. My command pod auto-launches. I drag Theodora to another. I try to suit up, to launch in Starshell, but they lock me out. 833 souls drift as sparks in the dark. I watch. I count. I fail. Failure has a taste. Ash and copper as a Bellona razor splits my cheek in lesson and a boot finds my ribs. My patron, my wife's executioner, looks at me like a broken blade. Dismissed. Protection evaporates. Suddenly, I'm a weapon without a hand to wield it in a world that grinds the ownerless to dust. So I do the unthinkable. I go down, lost city, neon rot. I meet a pale aristocrat with sand-colored hair and one hand gone. The monster I beat in the snow, now thinner, hungrier. He smiles like a jackal. A bargain, my fame for his power. In return, he buys my contract, shields me from Bellona knives. I take the offered hand, the only one he has. Steel to steel, a pact with the devil. Before I leave, shapes uncloak in the shadows. Sons of Ares, they hiss a plan. Bomb the gala, kill Sovereign, Bellona, Augustus, everyone. I recoil. Io dreamed of freedom, not slaughter, I refuse. Hours later, I track them to a dead factory, Mickey's office. There, Harmony plays a raw hollow of Io's last minutes. I hear what the square drowned out. She was pregnant, our child, strangled with her. The world tilts. I nod. I'll go to their gala. I'll wear their finery, and I'll end them. Open-air winter garden on a spire, snow on marble, pines and white stone, lanterns sway. Low gravity makes the night feel lighter than lies. Gold's elite gleam in silk and ceremonial armor. I move among them with a tiny winged pendant warm at my collarbone. Each heartbeat says, traitor. I think of Io, of a life never lived, and steady my hands. Then I see her, white dress, golden hair, a soft smile that used to be mine, and at her side, the perfect officer in blue silver, my chest hollows. She doesn't know what I carry. She doesn't know I came to end all of this. Shame chokes me. I slip away to a service alcove. I pry the pendant from under a table, twist its little head to kill the arming light, pocket it. I won't murder children to honor the dead. Io would spit on that. But I won't leave quiet. The sovereign smiled too easily tonight. Someone is set to die. I step back into the cold and leap onto the long table. Crystal jumps. Blue tablecloth ripples. I pour wine into a blue-silver lap and speak the old words aloud, challenge and honor, and the garden stills. Loud, righteous fury, I say the names, Julian, the snow that drank my blood, betrayals counted and weighed. I demand satisfaction, not just for me, but for every debt his house owes. They clear a circle on the frost, the razors hum, uncoiling into singing whips. The sovereign watches from a high dais, amused. We salute. The dance begins. He's good. Better than before. Elegant cuts drive me back over marble dusted with snow. I let him believe it. Let them all believe it. Then willow, slip, coil, cut. My razor goes rigid, mid-swing. One stroke, one arm, bright spray on white. Gasps fracture the night. I raise the blade for the head that took so many from me. And she steps in, unarmored, eyes bright with pleas. My rage stutters. I lower the razor. He lives. For now. The circle exhales. The reaper stands. The favorite son kneels, less than whole. Then the spark. A kinsman lunges. A pulse drops him. Steel sings everywhere, lanterns burst, tables upend, snow and wine smear into pink mud. I parry a Praetorian's thrust. Across the grove, an Augustan swordsman staggers, a tiny dart in his thigh, just as a burly foe takes his head. On the fringe, a thin aristocrat slips a slim, silver stylus into his sleeve. I snarl, and a giant in black armor crashes me through a table, hands on my throat, darkness closing. A razor whip flays him off me. A scarred knight laughs, "Move!" And towering obsidians tear a path through blue-silver cloaks. I find her hauling a wounded mountain of a lord with a fox clinging to his beard. We run. The sovereign is already gone. Lune burns behind us. With our patron in chains, they think us finished. We answer with skyfire. 3 prongs, 1 secure, 1 paid for in blood, 1 aimed at home. We will do what they fear most. Iron rain. Dawn over red seas. Pods burn like meteors. Obsidians, grays, howlers, low colors, golds, all falling together. We hit the lawns of the Citadel, and the ground shatters beneath our boots. Halls I once walked in pride take bullets and blood. Ragnar breaks a wall with his shoulder, and 6 men with the rubble. Sevro and his wolves appear where physics says they can't. She leads Greys with pulse grenades through the forum. Telemanus roar like old gods. The blue-silver line breaks. By noon, our flag flies over the Citadel. Their legions throw down arms or run. I stand on the balcony where a tyrant once watched my wife die. Ao, Mars is ours. The price is heavy. Orion leaves an eye on the field. A giant sobs over a dead fox. Boys who never saw a sunrise below ground die free. The message comes. Our patron is freed. Days later, he returns to cheers. He names me heir before all. A red, carved gold, set to rule a world. For a heartbeat, I believe we might bend this empire without breaking it. The laurel lifts toward my brow, and fire floods my veins. I can't move. Roque's face swims above me, wet with tears, a syringe in his fist. I fall to one knee. On the dais, a smiling devil. The old lion draws steel. 2 shards answer from behind, and he drops boneless to the gold stone. Praetorians pin Telemanus at gunpoint. My patron stumbles to his son. An embrace, a whisper, a knife. Gold blood across gold marble. A daughter kills her mother and shoots her sister through the spine as she lunges to kill her. A golden boy arrives one-armed, hatred whole. I understand only his satisfaction. Roque leans close, and all the words I never gave him hang between us like a noose. This is the price of my secrecy. They win the square. Airships brood above. The puppet master of the moon ties a new string to my devil. A head rolls to my knees. Fitchner. And with it, a name. Ares. The rising. Headless. A thumb wipes a tear from my cheek. You're not the only one who can wear a mask. He knew. He always knew. They decree my ruin. A fury steps close, smiling like a blade. I have nothing left but breath. Then Victra drags herself through her own blood to my side. A spark finds tinder. Sevro and Ragnar are out there. She is out there. They think cutting heads ends revolutions. They've never mined in the dark. Chains bite my wrists. The world swims red. A golden boy hisses poison in my ear. It hardens me. Ao's dream does not die here. They want a tidy tragedy. But I am Darrow of Lycos. I've already died once and climbed from the pit. I made a promise under a sky of real stars. Live for more. I keep my oaths. My chains aren't broken. Yet. Heat makes iron strong. So heat me. Beat me. I will not bend. They throw me into dark. Numbness recedes. I smile. Small, bloody, unbroken. They tried to kill the rising by taking its head. They missed the heart. I am the husband of a red girl who sang of freedom under false sky. I am the reaper of Mars. I will rise again. Let them come. Let them see. We are the tide. We are rising. Break the chains, she said. You're gory damn right I will.